In this video, I'm going to show you how to explode your sales with Instagram influencer marketing. I'm going to show you how to find the very best Instagram influencers with the craziest engagement, but I'm going to show you how you can get them for the lowest of lowest prices. And I'm going to show you another secret strategy where you can actually get Instagram influencers to share your products or services and you actually pay them after they make sales. Plus, I've got loads of other awesome tips all about Instagram influencer marketing in this video. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to dive straight into the value because I've got a jam-packed video for you today. This video is all about Instagram influencer marketing, which if you don't know what it is, most people will know what it is. It's just when we are getting people on Instagram that have already got some kind of following on Instagram and we're getting them to promote our products or services. And we usually pay them to do that. They share it with their audience. We make sales. That's basically what it is. Influencer marketing is huge at the moment. Everyone's talking about it. It seems like it's the new big thing and you can get some crazy returns from it, but you could also get it wrong as well and waste a lot of money. So I want to show you the best way to do it, my strategies behind how I do it, how I get the best returns. You might have seen one of my previous videos which I uploaded recently. If you haven't, check it out after you've watched this video. But basically, it was a strategy where I'm making $200 per day with Instagram influencers. And from that video, people were asking me more about how I actually find those influencers. So I decided to create this video to go into more detail about my strategies of finding the very best influencers, but also how you don't pay crazy amounts of money and you get good returns from it. So that's what I'm going to share in this video. I've got some great strategies and I've got some awesome free tools that you can use as well, which just make life so much easier. Before I dive on the computer now and show you my strategy for finding these influencers, the one key point which you need to make sure you take away from this video is that it's not about how many followers a page has got. So the metric that most people measure success on Instagram with is how many followers someone's got. So if a page has got 1 million followers, then you would think if they share my product, I'm going to get loads of sales. So therefore, that page with 1 million followers charges crazy amounts of money to share your link or your product. And that's not what you should be looking at. So what I do and what the best way to do is actually have a mixture of big and small pages. But do not base it on how many followers that page has got. It's all about the engagement of those followers, because it's much better to have someone on Instagram share your product with their audience if that audience engages with them and if that audience trusts them and listens to them and actually they've got an influence over that audience. After all, it's called influencer marketing. So you need to make sure that the pages or the influencers you're using do actually have some kind of influence. And you find a lot of pages out there with fake followers or like super low engagement, and you need to stay away from them. So I'm actually going to show you how we find those high engagement pages. And the thing is, they don't necessarily need to have the most followers. So I would much prefer to pay $50 to 5 people that have got 10,000 followers, but their followers are a lot more engaged, than go and give $250 to someone who's got 1 million followers, but they've got no engagement. So the key point to this is make sure you check out the engagement of the influencers before you start throwing money at them. So I'm going to show you this awesome tool which just makes life so much easier now, and it's free. But I'm also going to show you a little bit later on how we can actually, a strategy that we can use to get pages or influencers to share our products, and we only pay them if they make a sale. Now, this is a fantastic strategy if you've got a low budget, you're starting out, or you don't really want to risk your money and you want to test out the influencer first. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm going to jump on and show you this. Okay, so let's do this. Now, I forgot to say, the first thing that you want to do is make sure that whatever you're promoting, whatever product you're promoting, you've locked in the niche. Now, this is super, super key, because Instagram influencer marketing works the very best when you put the right product in front of the right audience. Now, a lot of people, they just think, oh, I'm just going to share it with the most generic page or this page that's got the most followers. But you'll have much higher success sharing it with a page that is in a certain niche. So you want to go in and find the perfect niche for your product. So before you start doing this, make sure you've locked in your target audience and your target niche, so then you know what type of influencers to look for, because you don't just want to get swayed by a generic influencer because they've got a massive following. You want to find people that their audience will actually be interested in your product. So I'm going to show you this tool now, but the traditional way of what people do when they're looking for influence is just come on Instagram and then you would search hashtag and you would go hashtag fitness. If you're doing a fitness product, say for instance, you would come here and you want to look for some influencers, so you would just look on these top pages and you click on it. And I use that strategy as well. Sometimes I've used it in the past and it does work. It's the quickest way of doing it, but you're only getting like the top layer of people that are the most popular at that moment in time. And it doesn't really give you a proper indication of all of the people in this niche. It's just giving you the top like 9 or 12 people in that niche. So the tool that I use, which just makes this finding influencers a lot better, is called Influencer List. And I'll leave a link in the description. It's totally free to join. It's just influencerlist.today. And it's a super simple website, but it just does the job perfectly. So it's just a database full of influencers. And what you can do is, I'm actually going to click on the view larger version here, and you can just filter out these influencers to find the perfect ones for your brand and for what you're selling. So you just come down here. It's almost like a spreadsheet kind of thing. So it's really easy to use. So you just come here and you go, it actually has like YouTube influencers as well, but you just add a filter, and we want to just say, we only want Instagram influencers because that's the strategy we're using. And it's got all of the names, it's got links to them, but it has the niche as well, which is super important. So you can actually go add filter. I want to find only people in, say, the entrepreneur niche. Say you're promoting some kind of money-making webinar or something, and you want some people to share it to people that will be interested. So you come along here and you found people in the entrepreneur niche. Now, what a lot of people would do is they'll just go, oh, let's filter it by followers. Let's get the people with the most followers. We'll try and find people who charge the least, and we'll go from there. But that's not what I do. Come down here and go to engagement. And you just sort 9 to 1. So it's the most engaged account. So this is what I was saying before. You want to find people that have got crazy engagement. Now, this is super high engagement, so that would make me feel a little bit cautious, like why have they got such good engagement? But as I was saying before, so this account's got 21,000 followers with a 27% engagement rate, and it tells you that the average likes on each post and stuff like that. But that's way more valuable than going to a massive page that's got a lower engagement, because like I said before, people with more followers tend to charge more. So if you come in this looking at engagement, you are actually happier to go and get this person here who's got 17,000 followers, but he's got 18% engagement rate, which is pretty crazy, and you can go and get him. So you're going to get people that are a lot cheaper. So he's probably going to be like, well, I can't charge $300 for a shout out because I've only got 17,000 followers. So that means you're going to get in there. You can actually, he's ready to talk business. He says, drop him a DM. He's happy. He's got some crazy engagement. So that's what you would do. Now, if you look here and you come and you look at like people who've got the most followers, so we sort the most followers. So this person's got 659,000 followers, but they've only got, or this one here, 627,000 followers, but they've only got 1.2% engagement rate. Now, if you click on that, he's actually got 1.1 million followers, but super low engagement for the amount of followers he's got. Now he's going to be like, I've got 1.1 million followers. I'm going to charge crazy amounts for people to do shout outs or for me to promote their products. But I would actually much prefer to go with this guy. He's got way less followers. He's going to charge a lot less, and you're going to actually connect with his audience a lot better. But you don't just want to take this on face value. Now, this is a good way of checking people based on their engagement, and you want to just save these yourself into your own document so you can come back a little bit later on. But there's another tool which I use to make sure there's no funny business going on. Because what a lot of people do, I've used it in the past, is follow, unfollow. So you follow accounts, you can get robots to follow accounts, and then basically if you keep following people, some of them follow you back. Now, that's not the best way to do marketing if you want an audience which is engaged with you. So these people that have got super low engagement are probably using things like bots or these types of tools like follow, unfollow. So what you want to do is, if you find someone who you think, this guy looks pretty cool, he's got a fairly sizable audience, he's got good engagement. There's another app which I use called Ninjalytics, which again, it's free to use. I can link it in the description, but you can just head to the address here and you just paste in the person's username, and it gives us some more stats on them about their engagement rate, so we can make sure it links up, but also whether they're using follow, unfollow. So here it says no follow, unfollow activity, which is good. We don't want them just to be following loads of people just to try and get followers. This looks, from what I can see here, that this person's followers are following him because they want to follow him, because they're engaged in his content, which means if he shares a story promoting our product or a post on his feed promoting our product, then his audience are actually going to listen to him a lot more. And it just says here their engagement rate, and you can look down here, look on like follower growth and stuff like that, and there's some more stats which you can check out, which is another great tool. So what you want to do is you want to start building a list of the influencers that you actually want to promote your product, that have got high engagement, and you want to just list them out in some kind of document or even in your notes in your phone. And then it's all about starting negotiation and start reaching out to them. And people overcomplicate this. It's really not that difficult. You just want to drop them a little message, and you want to say, the most important part of the message is probably the first line of the message, because that's the bit they're going to see if they're on their Instagram. So they might get inundated with messages off random followers, but you want to say something along the lines of like business inquiry or business opportunity, a little money thing, a money emoji to grab their attention so they know you're talking business. And then in the message, it's just a straightforward message like, hi, I'm promoting this product, or I'm promoting this brand, or I'm this, that, the other. I think it's a really good fit for your audience. I was wondering if you're interested in doing a paid shout out. Can you let me know how much you charge? Something like that. That's all it is. Leave it to them and let them come back. Now, the key to this is be patient, because what I've done in the past is I'm not very patient sometimes. So what I do is I just go with the first person that gets back, because I want to get my product out there. I want to test it. I want to see whether the audience buys it. So I just go with the people who first come back. But you shouldn't do that. Leave it a week, because some of them take a while to get back to you. And then see who comes back, see what prices they are giving you, and you can use those prices to negotiate against each other. So you can say, well, this page has got more followers. They're offering me for this price. Would you be able to drop your price? Just start negotiating. Have a bit of fun with it. At the end of the day, you've got loads of people to choose from, so you don't need to take the first price. And a good thing as well is let them know that you've not used them before, but you're going to be promoting things a lot in the future. Let them know that this could be an ongoing business deal with them. So can they give you a good price first of all, just so you can test out their audience to see if it works with your product. And that, I've done that before, and that usually gets you quite a low price. And I'll actually show you now the types of posts which actually gets the most engagement as well, because people get this wrong a lot. So I'll just show you some examples. So I was promoting a Amazon FBA ebook where I was trying to target people interested in entrepreneurship and making money online. So I approached a page. I don't know if it was this page, but it was a similar page to this. It might have been this one. And what you need to do is look at the type of content that page is promoting. Because what you do with Instagram influencers, you usually provide them with the post or the artwork. So it could be the story, it could be the actual image in the feed. So what some people do is they come here and they just go, oh, I want you to share a picture of my new iPhone case to your audience, and then they just send them a picture of an iPhone case. But what you need to do is look at what they've already got on their page, and you need to make sure that your post or your advert doesn't look like an advert is one thing, and it's native to that page. So it looks like this page has just created that post themselves. So I'll show you my example here. So this was what it was, which so as you can see here, it's this type of like infographic on this page. I wanted to get people to sign up to my ebook. So what I did is I created this thing here on Canva, which looks just similar, quite similar to their type of content. And it was a two slide advert on their Instagram feed. And it's like, the first slide is how to make 100K K per year on Amazon. So it's like some kind of value-based thing. And then in the description, I was like, swipe right. And if they swipe right, it actually comes through to an advert telling them to buy my ebook, which was linked in the bio. But again, that kind of fits into this page. So when someone's scrolling through, it doesn't look like an advert, which means people like it. They give it engagement without even realizing what it is. Increases the reach, and you actually get much more sales, much more reach, and it actually is cheaper for you in the long run. So try and make sure your post and your content is native to the profile which is going to be sharing them. I'll show you another one as well. So like a story, this is a story one which I showed in my previous video for a keto thing which I was promoting. Now, this doesn't look like an advert. So I gave this to the page which was all about the keto diet. I gave them this story image, so they go on their story, they post this as their own image with the link. I provide that to them, but I didn't want it to look like an advert. And that's the thing, a lot of people, when they create content for Instagram influencers, they over-create them, they overproduce them, and they make them look like adverts, which people just ignore. They've just got like they block out the adverts. So you want to make it look like the influencer has shared it. So even with stories, you want to just do it like this, like swipe up little emojis, just write it on a phone so it looks more like genuine. There's some really good tips. Now, I just wanted to share with you the way to actually get influencers to promote your stuff for free effectively, where you only pay them after they make sales. Now, the way to do that is with creating an affiliate program. I touched on this in my previous video, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. You can check out that video. I'll link it up here or around there. I touched on it towards the end of that. But basically, you can create an affiliate program for whichever product you're promoting. There's loads of softwares to do it, but like you can do it with Shopify. There's little apps for Shopify. You can do it with ClickFunnels. You can do it with Kartra, which is what I use. You can even do it with Builderall. And basically what you do is, say for instance, you're selling this globe and you want to target traveling influencers, target influencers with audiences in the traveling niche. But you want to send people here and this globe costs $50. What you can actually do is, if you don't want to pay the influencer $100 or $50 to share that link, and you might not make any sales, what you could do is create an affiliate program for your globe where you will give the influencer a specific unique affiliate link. And then what they do is they share their link to this globe, and if they make a sale, so someone buys through their link, you can give them a percentage of the sale. So you could maybe give them like 50% if you can afford that, or 20% or whatever. You give them a percentage of the sale. That means that you only pay them after they've made a sale, and it's usually all tracked. So you can do this in Kartra. Obviously, I'm not going to go into detail about this now because it's another video to itself. That video I talked about does give you details on it, but it depends on what program you're using. But you can create a really basic affiliate program, and that works really well if you are on a budget, or you, as I said, you want to test out the traffic before you start throwing loads of money at it and it doesn't convert. So there you go. That is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it valuable. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Comment below because it really helps with the engagement. Just comment anything. Just do me a favor. Just comment anything. Give the video a thumbs up. And hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and turn on the bell notifications, because I'm trying to drop as much value as I can on this channel as often as I can, and you don't want to miss it out. So yeah, just hit the subscribe button and the bell notifications so you don't miss out on that. Thank you for watching. Until next time, cheers guys.